Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the new episode of Entrepreneurs Pad, where we interview young and successful entrepreneurs from real estate industry and understand how their journey. I'm Nimish Desai, business efficiency consultant, and I would like to give 1 minute for introducing myself as to what we do at Prescient Strategies and how we help entrepreneurs in real estate industry. And then we'll call our guest. So please welcome very dashing, energetic entrepreneur in real estate industry whom I've had the pleasure to know for more than 2 years now. Please welcome Mr. Nikhil Desai. Welcome, Nikhil.
Good morning, Nimish. Thank you so much for inviting me here, for having me here. Thank you, really.
It's my honor, Nikhil, to you have agreed to come.
My pleasure.
Nikhil, we've discussed this a few times, and you were saying that this is basically traditionally forefathers' ka business, and you converted into a LLP now, and which is very successful. So, what was the rationale behind a family-run traditional business being converted into LLP and being made like a corporate thing?
So the thing is that always believe that we have to be accountable, very important as a business entrepreneur. And I have been brought up in such a background that I always got what I wanted. Okay, it's a very typical third generation business being run now by me. And in the business also, it was like more of a spoon feeding. I was always told I was born with a golden spoon. I always got what I wanted. So what I thought is that now it's time for me to give back. Now it's time
But
to
it's
take
not
the.
golden spoon, Nikhil, platinum spoon.
Oh no! I mean, whether it is platinum or
All your
golden,
chapters, DCA,
whether
was all
whether
platinum.
it is golden or platinum, you need to keep that shine always. So that's very difficult to
Correct.
maintain that golden spoon. But what I always felt is that since it's a very traditional business and it was a business which was run by is still run by my father and my mom. I thought it's time to give them back, to take that onus and responsibility. And as you know, in an LLP, the responsibility is on all the partners equally. So that is the only thing which came to my mind, is that now I have to give back and let my dad and mom rest. Now it's time for them to little rest. But yeah, I don't want to rest my want my father to rest at all, because I want his blessings and his guidance always. But this was the only reason that yeah, I wanted to be more accountable, and that is why I wanted to streamline few things, and that is how I got into an LLP company.
So that would be your advice to all those family-run businesses. Ke, convert it into LLP or something where so that everybody is equally accounted. I mean, there's no easy escape route for kids or others who wants to just disown at the last moment when something goes wrong.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's my takeaway. That's my suggestion to all the typically run business entrepreneurs, traditional business families who run
And
their
I think
businesses.
this also gives you, Nikhil, that semi-corporate kind of a feel where, you feel you are accountable. You need to have some systems and processes in place. And it's not on whims and fancies of a particular person, correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. A lot of my things have been streamlined, right from my accounting to a lot of my things which were traditionally run in the businesses, right from my staff also. Now they are used to a little more of a corporate culture. So that has really changed a lot. I mean, that's really a great takeaway for me.
Okay. I mean, Nikhil, as everybody can see, you are into pest control. I mean,
Yeah,
and you do virtually everything that is below ground. There's
yeah.
nothing that can be seen on top. All right. So the only efficiency of yours is seen when there's no pest in my house. But to make people understand how you are different from others, to make others understand how you're good, and actually, I mean, real estate industry is still very old fashioned, very unorganized. So how do you market yourself and make yourself more visible in the market?
So to be very frank, since it was a traditional business and now we have come into we have done a lot of changes in our company. The first thing what we started is definitely we had a very good website of our company. A lot of other marketing tools like the social media and other stuff, we definitely use that. But one thing which really came into my life and changed everything was me taking a membership in BNI, because that is one of my best marketing tool, I would say. And I am really happy that I took this decision 9 years back to join BNI, because Nimish, today more than 70% of my business comes through BNI.
So once
And
a BNI, always a BNI.
Absolutely, absolutely. And
You have to
who
mention
better will
yes.
agree who better will agree on you, because you know it also much better how BNI has been very useful to us. And really, more than 70% of my business comes now through BNI. So half of my marketing problems have been solved now. And this is how I market my products through my sales entrepreneur team, which is there in BNI. So
So
that has
from
really
today
helped me.
onwards, any inductions come in BNI, you and I both should get inducted.
Let's take it offline.
Yeah. I mean, let's see, we are doing that. Okay, jokes apart, like you and I know, like all the BNIs know, we have a culture in BNI. All right, so I'm sure, inspired by that, you also must have created some sort of a culture in your company also. So, what kind of a culture do you have in your company?
So, Nimish, for this question, I would really like to give you some examples that will actually give you the answer much better. So, basically, this is a very family-owned business, and we treat our entire staff. These are all blue-collar staff. Okay, you know that in our industry we have blue-collar staff, and we have to actually treat them as a family. Because apart from we giving them the salary and whatever they require in terms of monetary benefits, what they require is that family wala feeling, very very important. And we have that culture not set by me, I am just following the tradition. This was a culture set by my dad, that he treats every of his staff like a family member. Okay, and let me tell you some examples which I feel most of the business entrepreneurs should do it. Don't treat as your staff as your typical staff. Okay, treat them as your family members. Small gestures really do help. I mean, to be very frank, I love to have lunch with them, with my staff, from their tiffin. Okay, not the tiffin which I bring. I like to have what they eat. Okay, I have been to my staff members where they were not well, to their homes. I mean, you know where they stay, sometimes in chawls and other places like that. But I never felt that I am the boss and I don't have to go there and ask how they are and stuff like that. So all these gestures, all these small cultural things really, really matter. And that is how we have developed our culture. It is kind of a family. We do have difference of opinions. I mean, being a boss, I just
All
can't
family, yeah.
let go. Yeah, it's all happens in all family. But yeah, one thing I would really suggest to all business entrepreneurs: treat your staff as your family. That is very
And
important.
Nikhil, another thing that all entrepreneurs forget is because they are there, you're in this chair.
Absolutely,
If they were
absolutely.
not there, you would never be the boss.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, we need to be, in fact, in a way, I mean, I wouldn't say that, but in a way, we need to be grateful that they are there to help us make our vision a reality. You can't do
Absolutely.
it all on your own.
In fact, Nimish, the best example I would give is the last 1 year of this pandemic. In the starting of this month, because we come under essential services, if my staff wouldn't have been there, they were working. The worst part is that Nimish, we from the real estate industry, we have a lot of many staff working with us in this pandemic also, but they are never called as frontline workers. Okay, they are always called as workers. They come under
We are not
essential
called an
services.
industry still.
Yeah, absolutely. So they go and do these treatments in this scenario as well. And they were standing strong with me when I needed them. Okay. So as you rightly said, never treat your staff and never
In
show
fact,
that boss thing that you are the boss.
your,
I mean,
the family thing you said, it reminded me one case, if you'll permit me to also share
absolutely.
something. I mean, few years back, we had a project in Powai, and lot of, night concrete happens, late night concrete happens, early morning concrete happens. So one particular staff was never called, for that early morning or late nights. And I being hands-on, so I know who's coming, who's going, what. So I asked the in charge of that project. Okay, I mean, I directly never cross my line. If I'm a boss, I'm a boss in office. On the project, he's the in charge, he's the boss. I mean, I don't even go and sit in his chair. I sit opposite him because that's your chair, not my chair. So I asked him, okay, why are you not calling that guy? What is the reason? He's saying, sir, घर में अकेला कमाने वाला है. सुबह 4 बजे उठ के पहले दूध बेचना, बॉटल्स और थैलियां डालता है सबके घर पे, फिर न्यूज़पेपर्स डालता है और फिर काम पे आता है. I said nonsense. So I called him. I said कितना कमा लेते हैं तू ये दो काम करके? He's saying सर 2,000 रुपया महीने का मिल जाता है. मैं बोला ओके, ये महीने से तेरा पगार मैंने 2,500 रुपया बढ़ा दिया. You will stop doing those both works and you will concentrate here. Now, one thing is he felt that somebody's taken care of him. Okay,
Absolutely.
because the hardship of getting up at 4 o'clock, doing all that and coming. And me, I thought as a businessman, if you want to, put a cold as an absolute cold facts, as an entrepreneur, it made a sense to me that he is now working only for me. His energies are only towards me. And so it was win-win both ways. I mean, you have to share those agonies and trials of all those people that we have with. I mean, I tell them, please invest money in them. Don't say, it's a spend. It's an invest.
It's an investment. It's not an expenditure.
Even today, we say the same thing. Please train them. The skill sets are changing every day. You are upgrading yourself.
Absolutely.
Please train your staff in new skill sets. We are here to train. Do as an investment, not as an spend. It will give you back.
Absolutely, it will give you back. Your entire industry is working on these laborers. Your entire industry is working on people. If you are not a people's man, if you don't have people, this is not going to work for you in the long run. Very, very important.
I mean, most of you see other industries, they have those trainings happening virtually. I mean, they have the calendar.
Yeah.
And if you go and ask in real estate industry, तुम्हारा staff के लिए अरे क्या उनको आता है ना, इतना पगार देता हूँ, काय के लिए दे रहा हूँ? I mean, let's get further.
Things need to change, Nimish, and I think so. It should change from here. We two people sitting here, we should start doing something for our people, something for our staff that will really help us in the long run.
In fact, I do, Nikhil. I do a lot of on-site trainings, and let's get out of that. I'm too passionate about real estate industry.
Yes, absolutely. I know that.
I wear it on my sleeve. So, what motivates you? What motivates you to keep going, Nikhil?
Okay, to be very frank, this is a very emotional question to me. The only thing that motivates me is seeing my father work, seeing his journey, because he has started this company right from the scratch. And the amount of energy what he invests right now at this age, at 65 plus also, that keeps me motivating. And I don't think so. There is no other thing that will motivate me apart from my father. So that is. Sorry?
He has a Harley Davidson engine. He keeps going.
No, but seriously, I mean, that is the only motivation that keeps me going. And I'm very, very thankful that I got such a proud dad, and I'm really, really happy. And that keeps me motivating for a longer run, definitely.
So, everybody has good or bad habits. Nobody is left out from that. So what kind of habits do you have, Nikhil, that has made you so successful?
First of all, Nimish, I don't know whether I am successful or no. A business entrepreneur cannot be completely successful. But as you're saying, I take it for this Sunday that yes, I am a successful business entrepreneur. But I always feel that still a long way to go. But whatever success I have got or wherever I am today, there are a couple of things which I really follow. Is one, staying grounded. I never do that boss wala thing, as I already told you. Stay grounded, always help. Givers gain is one which I really, not only because after joining BNI, but before that also, I always felt like giving. Give it, that then you will get it back from the society. And most importantly, never say no attitude. Never say no to things. In the middle of the night also, or any point of time, if my client says, okay, I want this to be done, I never say no. If it is not possible, I tell them, okay, I will get back to it, try to manage something. But never say no, because that
but
no.
You are not that typical contractor ना, हमारी ऐसे कि ना बोलता भी नहीं और करता भी नहीं.
नहीं, absolutely no. अगर मैं ना बोलूंगा तो नहीं करूंगा, और अगर मैं हाँ बोलूंगा तो कुछ भी करके करूंगा. So that is the difference. So these are few things which I feel that is very important, and most importantly, your personal attention to your clients. Whether it is a client which gives me 500 rupees or a client which gives me lakhs of rupees, I treat my clients very personally. I give that personal touch, because you never know that 500 wala client tomorrow will give you 5 lakhs of business. So exactly, that personal touch is very important with your clients.
That no client is a small client. I mean, you never know. I
so mean, these are few things, Nimish.
So that's brilliant, Nikhil.
I mean, so these are few things.
Particular ritual that you follow as an habit. Do you follow any particular ritual? Like, a lot of people have jogging, go jao, ye jao, wo jao, nothing like that. I mean, you and I are like wild birds.
To be very frank, I follow time to the core. Okay, if you see 9:30, 9:45, that's my max time I will be at home. But generally, if I don't have any sessions before in the morning, you won't see me at home post 9:15. I feel restless if I am at home at 9:15. Even if I have work or no, I just go to the office and sit. Time is very precious for me. And yeah, I do give time for myself also. There are some points of time where I just give it to myself. No work, no nothing. So time is one thing which I am very particular about. And that I think so is one of my success mantra. Time management is very important.
I mean, we say you don't actually manage time, you manage the events, and time will manage itself. You
Absolutely.
Just need to manage those events.
And basically, Nimish, you need to manage time. Time doesn't need to manage you. That's very important.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. You manage the events.
Yeah, absolutely.
Time is what for a particular event. So if you can manage that event, time will manage itself. You don't need to worry about it.
Absolutely.
But, Nikhil, coming back to BNI.
Okay.
I mean, it's a problem when two BNIs meet. You can go too far away from BNI. But I would like to understand one more thing. I mean, it does help me. But you are a AD, you've been DC. I mean, you managed probably few hundred thousands of entrepreneurs and some sunkies like me. And what has helped you? How that managing all those entrepreneurs, keeping them together, make them going? How has it helped you in your business to manage your clients or manage your employees?
So basically, it is not easy to manage business entrepreneurs. Okay, it is very easy sometimes to manage the blue-collar staff, but to manage or to work with business entrepreneurs, it's very difficult at times. But let me tell you, one thing which has really helped me out of BNI is my personal development, my personal growth. You can see me talking like this maybe 9 years back. If you could have interviewed me, I couldn't have even dared to say you, yes, okay, I'm in for it. This is the confidence what BNI has given me, and I completely owe it to BNI. Whatever personal developments you see, the skills, the confidence, everything has been given to me by BNI. And that has certainly helped me with dealing with my clients. Okay, because as you know, the staff which I have, these are not business entrepreneurs. These are all blue-collar staff. people. So it's a different way when you deal with business entrepreneurs and you deal with these people. जैसे हम लोग बोलते हैं अभी सूट बूट में बैठे हैं, लेकिन जब साइट पे जाते हैं तभी अब तेरे को पता है कि हम लोग मजदूर बन जाते हैं. So it's very different. But when you deal with clients, I mean, one thing which I have learned from BNI is to give you a sales pitch in 30 seconds. And that has helped me with my clients a lot. I mean, the way I now talk to my clients, that confidence which I have, and the way I actually give that sales pitch to my clients, that has definitely helped me a lot in giving me that business or giving me that clientele or increase my business overall.
Sorry, I just also engrossed listening to you. I forgot to unmute myself. Nikhil, everybody, when they go through a journey of a business, make a lot of mistakes. I mean, unless you don't fall, you don't fly. That's my mantra, that if you want to fly, you need to fall. I mean, even if you see those gliders, they actually fall from the cliff, only then they could glide. All right. And I could make it up just on the fly here. So you also must have made loads of mistakes in your journey, like everybody else has made. Tell us about one or two mistakes, which were really severe, but instead of getting disheartened, you learned something from it and you surged forward.
So first of all, when it comes to mistake, one thing which I always believe is that even if you do your mistake, admit it. Very important. And it's no shame to admit your mistakes. Everybody, you're a human being after all, and you do mistakes. So just admit it and move on. Okay.
I made it twice with you and admitted it.
Absolutely. That's the reason we are so close today, right? I mean, that's the best part. When you admit your mistakes, speak it out. That is where things move on. To be very frank, one thing which I always feel, it's not a mistake, but it's my habit, which I have changed over the period of time. I trust people blindly. Okay, and in my business journey or in my overall life also, I trust people very blindly. And also I get too emotional at times with people. That I have really changed over the period of time. I am emotional. That is my good habit and a bad habit also. But yeah, I'm not too emotional now. I actually now am getting into more practical things. That is where I really feel that you should be practical. One incident I would like to share. 2004, when I joined this business, is almost 17 years now. My dad used to send me to places कि ये client है, अभी जाओ इधर जाके बैठो और देखो क्या इसको क्या quotation देना है, क्या करना है. And I used to go there. So one of the clients I went to Thane. It was a 1-hour drive. I went there, and actually that was my early days. Okay, I went to that client. It was a new inquiry. He just happened to call me. And I called from the reception that, okay, I want to meet you. He said, कौन आया है? अरे वो सर pest control वाला आया है. So he was like, okay, तो रुका के बैठो, मैं थोड़ा meeting में हूँ. I was literally sitting I was literally standing next to the watchman's cabin. Okay, and I waited for almost an hour or so. And then the guy who was supposed to meet, he said, he's busy today. Let him come after some days. I came back home. I spoke to my dad, and I was like, I am not happy with what is happening. I mean, is this how I'm going to get treated? So he said, there are different people out here. Okay. I have also experienced the same thing, but they are your clients. At the end of the day, whatever they say, you just listen to that and don't take it to your heart. Okay. Just leave it. Okay. That's one type of clients you deal with. But there will be other clients also who will entertain you a lot, who will listen to you, will understand you. And that is what I used to get discouraged at times, but now I have changed. Now I get that practical approach, and this is how I have evolved as a business entrepreneur. So experience to speak. So that is how I feel.
I don't think, Nikhil, that's this thing. I mean, just 2 days back, I was called by a client, and I reached on time. I waited for half an hour, and I just left. I mean, I want to create that image, and we should be conscious about it, that if client's time is important, so is mine.
Absolutely.
There's no way my time is less important than your time. You Absolutely. May be a 1,000 crore party, I may be a 2 crore party, but everybody's time is equally important. So, I mean, I'm there with you. Even right throughout my journey, Nikhil, whoever it is, the biggest of clients, I've just walked out. I mean, you've given me time. I have been there. Five,
Yeah.
10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, I can understand. Beyond that, it's not my thing. Now, Nikhil, you must have had a lot of free time also. You said you have your me time.
Right.
So, what do you do in your me time? What's your favorite hobbies, things to do?
So,
De-stress.
Nimish, this question, if you would have asked to my friends also, the first thing what will have come from their mouth is cricket. This is one thing which you can call me anytime, day, night, in a short notice also, I will be ready to play cricket anytime. Okay, that's my favorite hobby, and I can invest lot many time in cricket. I have to stop myself at times. That is one thing. And the other thing which I invest every day, 1 hour religiously, is my gym time.
Wow.
Okay, and that gym time is my time. So I generally don't take calls. I generally try to avoid calls. That is just me time, and I religiously follow that. So cricket and gymming is one time which I invest religiously for me, and that is where I really feel happy. That I feel satisfied that the day has ended now by giving my time for myself, for what I wanted to do.
That's one thing we share, the cricket part, not the gym part. Even when I was working, if there's an India match, I would not go to work.
Okay.
I'm there, and you know, we played at night. We regularly play, so it's good to de-stress. Actually, be with friends, just be in things that you want to be. I mean, it's brilliant. Nikhil, now one last question.
But there is a difference out here, Nimish. You like watching matches. I don't like watching matches.
Yeah. I love what anything connected to cricket. I love.
I just watch the first 10 overs and the last 10 overs because that's the excitement you get only in that 20 overs. Rest, I don't like watching matches, but I like playing matches. That's the little difference.
Anything cricket, playing, watching, talking, I'm good at it. Nikhil, one final question. What key activities would you recommend to the entrepreneurs today to invest their time in so that not only professionally, but even personally, their life becomes more enriched?
First of all, I always believe, or I don't always believe that nobody can say that I don't have time. I mean, anybody tells me I'm busy, I don't have time. I don't believe in that. You always have time. It is how you manage your time. Okay. Yeah, you need to invest your time properly. Very important. Time management is one thing I would really recommend every business entrepreneur. Manage your time. For example, I know what I'm supposed to do tomorrow. My day is planned properly. If you plan your days properly, plan your time properly, it is going to help you. And apart from business, work, invest some time for yourself. Do that one thing in a day which will keep you happy. So for me, it is maybe playing cricket, or for me, it is going to the gym. Okay, that 1 hour keeps me very happy, keeps me motivated. Okay, you need to give your time for yourself, because when you invest your time for that 1 hour or half an hour, this gives you more ideas to do something good in the future. Okay, that's for a long run. That is my experience. So I think so. Invest your time properly. Time management is very important, and yes, invest your time for yourself. Some time for yourself in a day. Very, very important.
We do that brilliantly. We train people with all the systems and tools, Nikhil, for processes where, I mean, we can save you at least 2 hours a day if you can manage. Because when people also tell me, sir, ये करने को time नहीं, मतलब 2 टाइम खाने पीने को, एक बार सोने को, दूसरों के साथ मिलता है ना, उसके लिए time. You find out ना. Similarly, if you find something important to you, if you make that thing important for you, you'll find time for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Brilliant, Nikhil. I think I mean, we've spoken for 2 years, but no, not at this level where today I feel I know you more than what I knew in 2 years before. So, Nikhil, would you like to know who's coming next week?
I would really like to know who is your next guest. But before that, Nimish, I have a question for you. You have asked me so many questions. I have one question for you. Why did you choose me for this entrepreneur's pad? That's a question which is sitting on my mind since long, and I wanted to ask you on this live session.
Because you were my boss at BNI, that's why.
That can't be the reason. In BNI, there is no boss, okay? We work together.
Yes, I mean, jokes apart, Nikhil.
Yeah.
seen you at close quarters, so I know how you operate. I really respect that kind of discipline and the time management that you manage, because that's very close to me also. Do things then and there if possible. Don't dilly dally. Don't procrastinate. And then, as your thing says, Garuda Pest Control. So you are connected with real estate industry. You do all that work, which is unfortunately below ground, which people can't see. So they don't.
That keeps me grounded, Nimish. On a lighter note.
That keeps you grounded, and that's why you keep flying high like a Garuda.
That's exactly. No, thank you so much, Nimish. But I would really like to know who is your next guest.
Let's see who's coming next, Nikhil.
Wow.
Nikhil, 1 second, there's some mistake happening. Let's cut this out. Wow, Nimish. I'm really looking forward for this next session of yours on 18th of April. And I'll definitely pass on this to my contact sphere as well. Thank you, Nikhil. He's a brilliant architect. He's going to be the next big thing for sure. And I know that he's going to be next big thing. That's why he's my dear friend. So let's meet him. And Nikhil, thank you very much for coming on this Entrepreneur's Pad. I just did not realize that it's already a half an hour up. So it has been very entertaining. I hope viewers have learned quite a bit from Nikhil. A lot of people have understood Nikhil better now, and Nikhil will have a little more easy life in future.
Hope people understand me much better so that they have a peaceful life in future.
That's Nikhil. So thank you very much, Nikhil. And thank you, friends. Let's meet on next Sunday at 12 p.m. in the third episode of Entrepreneur's Pack.
Thank you so much, Nimish, for having me here. Entirely my pleasure. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.